such a hurricane, such a hurricane, trapped in my soul and I can't explain. Such a hurricane, such a hurricane.
Hi Liz, how did you feel in this costume?
I liked it. I liked the free movement of the arms. I didn't feel too restricted by the corset because it informed my movements. So it sort of led me. But the only thing would be good to have like a slit or something in the skirt.
Right, okay.
Because I kept feeling like I was always pulling up. It did have stretch, but you are like, you don't want to rip it, do you know what I mean?
But a slit would be good. How about 2 slits on each side? Would that be...
Yeah, because that would be great.
Yeah.
Like that movement
and
like...
Yeah, and then maybe a connected underwear then, like Bridget Jones pants then underneath to connect just to make sure that it doesn't move up and down.
Yeah, so covering underneath would be fine, like I've got like today in tights and stuff. So therefore you don't mind like showing and getting legs out, I guess.
Is there anything that was restricting you within the centre of the corset as well? Were you quite comfortable?
I think I was comfortable because I was able to interpret it myself.
Yeah.
So I had the freedom. I guess if someone was trying to direct me to do really
stiff movements
or
you could.
exacting,
And the jumps as well, how did that make you feel when you would jump up in the air? It was good?
Fine. It was quite nice with, like I said, I wouldn't want anything on my arms if I had this much on my legs.
Right.
When I was doing it, it was fun.
Right, brilliant. Yeah. Okay, take 2. Costume number 2 with the jacket and skirt. So how was that, Liz?
It was okay, less free with the arms obviously, but with sort of the slower movements you sort of took on a different character, I guess. It was quite a bit more like authority with this sort of
shape.
Yeah, with the shape and the structure I felt a little bit more of a different character.
What do you think of the contrast between the shape of the jacket with the skirt and the movement in the skirt? Was there a restriction in movement, or did you feel that within the character you could build up a more strong relationship between the two?
I think it depended on the music quite a lot actually, because I wouldn't use I don't think I would use the skirt in the same way if I was thinking more aware of the jacket.
Right, okay.
But when I was trying to use the skirt almost like I was before in a more free way, it was a bit more difficult. So I think if there was like a piece that took over, I'd say it would be the jacket on this costume.
And you wouldn't feel this as a whole? You think the jacket's the key piece and the skirt is something that maybe adds softness to the character, not the actual movement?
Yeah, I think the skirt comes second. So actually, for me, I think they're almost 2 pieces that you have to think about separately. So it's quite a lot of work as a dancer, I think, to try and manipulate the character of this because of the arms, so that's nice, but you want to do stuff with the skirt, so I think potentially they contrast a bit too much.
Brilliant, thank you very much. Take 3, fitted black long 3/4 dress, and go. Final piece of the day, and what do you think of this dress and how it moved in the top and the bottom?
I like the top actually. I like the sort of structured shoulders bits of it, because that kind of feels a bit more like empowered, I think, especially with the music and the beat. It was really sort of it was quite easy to move. It was very fitted, and there's stretchy panels, and there's the leather, so it really sort of got a character to me of being quite strong and like powerful. But yeah, the bottom was really difficult to do much in, because there's really not much give.
So then, in hindsight, if something was similar top, but maybe the flowy skirt,
yeah.
how do you feel about that?
That would be perfect, I think, because I don't know. Like, I don't think it would matter that it was all covered up. I think because there's the different characters in each bit, and I felt really like when my arms were defined, but I couldn't really define my legs.
Right. Now, if that dress didn't have sleeves, would it still feel the impact that you could do the movements in, or would that give it a completely different feel again if it didn't have any sleeves?
No, I think it'd be fine without sleeves, because I think it's shoulder pads that do the job and like the sort of structure, and also, to be honest, I'm absolutely boiling already. So
you're absolutely boiling. So, but is it easy to move in the leatherette, or
it's fine? Like, it's not restricting. It's just I'm very hot right now.
You're very hot.
So if there was less of it, that would be alright.
Because the design possibly will just have the corset.
Yeah.
If you imagine the top of that, then say that structure on the top, how do you think you feel in that?
I think that would be fine. Like I said, because this is an entire thing all the way down to my knees. If it stopped and there was a different material like the skirt and there's more air and movement, like, I don't think it would be a problem. This feels like, as long as it's fitted to the body.
So something with corsetry and maybe something like a leatherette at the top could be quite interesting to play within the character and
the
music as well.
Like, I think because of the shoulders, like, and then you've got the art, like that this is nicer probably, and this bit to play with, than just the corset because you only got the bare arms then. So it's quite a nice in between.
And possibly the design could be a halter neck, so how do you feel about that?
Yeah, fine. Again, that's more security when you're dancing, I think. Chest-wise, like...
If there's not just the corset, but something else on top as well, giving another complete piece, really.
Yeah, and I think just, like, in your head, you're not worried that you're showing too much or at all. Like, you've got a bit of backup, I guess, so then you'd be more free to express, I think.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth.